Everyone, Chris here. April updates. I'm always waiting for the right things to come along to do an update so that it's significant, but things have just been coming and coming and coming so quickly. But there's some very significant things that have come up. One of them is something to do with our electromagnetic fields, and that they are being caught in a gravitational field from a black hole. And what this does is it can prevent us from ascending one step forward, two steps back kind of thing. So if we're attracted and connected with that gravitational field of the black hole, that's blocking ascension. That's keeping us from ascending. Now the black hole, could it be that super collider, that particle accelerator in CERN? Could very well be. So the command has just been to release our electromagnetic fields from the gravitational field of that black hole, and it tends to let us slide up a few notches, if you will. So that's been significant. It's coming up for most people. The big one, this is a real big one, and you know, again, a lot of things come in, and they're interesting. Everybody's always looking for that fancy word, that fancy new finding that really releases things and sets things off, and I think this is pretty much it. There's the satanic, okay, the dark energies, all this dark stuff that we're all trying to figure out and release and so forth. If we're always looking for, let's say, the satanic or demonic dimensions or realms or whatever, if we use the word continuum, the satanic continuum, let me tell you something, that is huge, okay, to be released from the satanic continuum. Now, where we are connected is something called the VAX, V-A-X. This is, oh, leave me alone, will you? This is an energetic connection from the root chakra. It's basically the sixth layer of the root chakra, is like a grounding, an energy grounding. So if that VAX is connected to the satanic continuum, the person's VAX, satanic continuum, false. Release the VAX from the satanic continuum. And this releases you from all of that dark energy. That's the basis of dark energy, is that satanic continuum. Now, when you release that VAX, you got to put it somewhere. Connect it to the higher self. That is going to stabilize things and completely open the doors to finding all of this, all the things that are going on within somebody. Now, if somebody has a very ill heart, somebody has a body part that's not working properly, that's always ill, that body part may be connected to that satanic continuum, so you want to get rid of that. Now, along with the satanic continuum comes some nasties. So you want to now get rid of all the demons from the satanic continuum. Demons and vestiges. If you remove those, send them to ether, now you're taking everything away, because that satanic continuum is sitting there and it's delegating to the demons to go do this, go do that. So disconnect the person's VAX from the satanic continuum, take that VAX, connect it to the higher self, and then remove all the demons and all of the vestiges that come along with it. Send them to ether, and then again is another door opening. It's been working really interesting. We've been using it all week so far. It came to me on the weekend. I'm out with the family at the cottage, and my brother-in-law, he's really goofy. He's a goofball. I love him to death. Him and I get along fine. He said the word continuum, and I was like, continuum. Wow, did that just spark something? So of course I researched the word continuum and look around, and sure enough, it certainly would fit in with what we're doing. So I started using it, working in that satanic continuum, and yes, again, it's just been amazing, a real big door opener, and it's really proving itself. It's a lot of things come and go really quick, but this one is sticking, and it's sticking pretty good. So put that within your charts. If you're not doing true quantum healing yet, what's wrong with you? Come on, get on board. The system is rocking. It's doing everything it's supposed to do. So that is huge. And again, words. The words we're using and picking and choosing are very specific with this whole system within the universe. You use the right words, you identify things perfectly, things work much better. And this is what true quantum healing does, is it gets specific into the identification of the entities, identification of the energies, and what they really are and what they're really called within the universe. We might call them something different down here, and they call them something different up there. So we're digging all that up and putting it into practice. So it's been a wonderful, wonderful week. We are into ascension. It is happening. We're now into the fourth day of it, and it's cruising along very nicely. Where I've been led to go today is the law of doubling. Now, the law of doubling, when a cell in your body, you have one cell and it replicates. Now you have 2, then you have 4, then 8. So when we get older, our cells stop replicating. So we have been going into the nucleus of the cells within clients and restarting that law of doubling so that their cells can now regenerate and double. So now, are we going to live to 1,000? Well, I don't know, 1,000. It's hard to say, but I'm thinking that this is going to lead us to a point where illness starts to leave the body. Your body starts to regenerate and get rid of that illness. So again, interesting as all get out. We have been seeing a lot of interesting cases come forward in the last little while. Someone in Nottingham, England. Nottingham, England, there's that word again. It's just amazing what we're seeing and what is coming about with it. So it just every day is blowing me away. We won't just sit here and get bored. It's always an eye-opening experience, to say the least. So stay tuned for more stuff. Always stuff happening, always stuff going on. We're firing up a new website soon for True Quantum Healing, so you can read more about it and get more information about it. But this system is unbelievably beneficial. More people have come on. We just brought somebody on from Slovakia, somebody from Canada and Vancouver Island and Nanaimo. So that's been interesting. Meeting lots of cool people, working with people all over the world has been a real treat, and we're certainly enthused and enjoying it. Chris Kaler, we're out of here.